and welcome back to another one of these Simpsons Treehouse of Horror review episode reviews. I keep getting it backwards. I swear my brain is gone at this point. But anyway, so this is for the 20th one, which I think was in 2009, I want to say. But regardless, oh my gosh, this one I do remember seeing before, and I feel like it may be one of the better ones because it seems like, especially in recent years, I see them replay it almost every year, so I can't be the only one who feels that way. So, first segment in this one is Dial M for Murder thing. I think that was even the title, or Dial M for Murder or press pound to return to the main menu was what they titled it. But so this one they're going all like Alfred Hitchcock-esque with it and everything. It's the one, if you've seen a lot of the Treehouse of Horror episodes, it's the one with Criss Cross, okay? Now you know which one it is, because it stands, if you've seen it, it's one of those, if you know things. So basically, Lisa gets into it with her teacher, which is a rarity, because she wasn't chosen as the head of the class, and she feels very wronged by this. And she's telling Bart about it for some reason, because she's so frustrated. And he's like, so, I have an idea. You're going to go prank my teacher, and I'll take care of yours. You know, crisscross, because nobody will expect it. Now, the way that he words it, Lisa thinks, you know, he means just prank her, so she's like gonna go ding-dong ditch her. Meanwhile, Bart had other intentions and went off and killed Lisa's teacher and showed up with her head. So I was like, oh shit. But, and now she is obligated by Criss Cross to have to follow through on this with Bart's teacher, but she doesn't really want to do that. And even groundskeeper Willie got pulled into this because Bart has a similar Criss Cross thing with him. So there's that. But eventually this turns into a whole thing of, I can't bring myself to do it. So if I can't kill him, I've got to kill you. So it turns into a whole thing where she's going after Bart with a knife, and it's like a whole long chase scene that's done all film noir-esque and really well animated, I feel like. And at the end, she doesn't really want to do it, but by complete accident, she accidentally stabs him in the head and kills him. Whoops. And the teacher witnesses the whole thing, and Lisa's like, it was an accident, I swear! Yeah, accident my ass. I caramba this, and like punts him off into the sunset. So, that's that one. And they're like buddy-buddy at this point, because she just made that teacher's life so much easier for not having to deal with Bart anymore. It just, the whole thing was animated so well for the film noir style. I loved it. So the second one in here is Don't Have a Cow, Mankind. And once again, we have another zombies in Springfield thing. So basically, Krusty Burger has come up with a new burger. It's like the burger squared. Because they're doing an abomination to nature by feeding cows to other cows and using those cows to make the burgers. Which they're like, that's never been done before. And then the first person to try one immediately turns into a zombie and just wants to eat flesh. And obviously everyone that zombie bites is now a zombie, and it's very quickly out of control. So it fast forwards to like 28 days later, and the entirety of Springfield is pretty much wiped out, is all zombies, except for the Simpsons, who are like holed up in their house. They've like nailed over the boards over the windows and doors. But they're like running out of food. Bart is so over this, so he spots a perfectly good burger just sitting in the Krusty Burger. The fact that it's 28 days later and it's still immaculate, I think is a little bit of a commentary on McDonald's, if you know what I'm saying, and how their food just doesn't rot because it's not really food. But anyway, so he breaks out of the window, crawls across the street, eats the burger, which is obviously tainted just like the others, but for some reason he doesn't turn. And Lisa realizes this after, freaking out that he ate a burger. How could you do this to us? And wait, but if he didn't turn, he's the answer to this. we have to get him to the safe zone, so they can, like, figure out how to utilize him to save Springfield. And it turns into, like, some Mad Max-esque shit trying to get him out of Springfield and over into, like, Shelbyville or whatever it is that's, like, the next town over, so they can figure out how to do this. Poor Apu is sacrificed in the midst of all this. But, yeah, so they get him over there. In the process, unfortunately, Homer is turned, so they keep him in a cage behind the monster truck that they are driving. But regardless, initially they're thinking, yeah, we just need to, like, feed Bart's flesh to the people over here, and they'll be immune. And it's like, wait, no, we have a better idea. And they just, like, make a giant thing of stew and let Bart bathe in it and make everyone eat that, which is so gross. But he is the chosen one, so ew, but also funny. So and then the final one is it's like a Sweeney Todd thing. It's there's no business like Mo business. So there's like a whole drama with Homer and Mo in the bar to where he accidentally gets impaled on like the beer keg pipes downstairs and dies. And Mo's like, oh shit, what do I do? And he's trying to like pass it off as nothing, and maybe let's just leave him there. Meanwhile, he's bleeding out into the beer supply, which is really gross, and you can even see that the beer does not look right. But everyone that drinks it is just like filled with like euphoria and with this feeling of like warmth and love and fuzziness. So he's like, oh shit, maybe I could like capitalize on that. He even gets Marge in there. Claims that Homer doesn't love her anymore and just up and left and turned gay, and here's this fake letter from Homer saying as such, complete with song and dance routine, because this whole act is like put on like it's like a stage performance, complete with like in between the scenes like set changes and shit. It's amusing. I like it, but yeah, that whole thing. She's not really buying it, but she does drink the beer, and every time she drinks the beer, it's like milk of amnesia. So, there's that whole thing until Homer suddenly gets up, even with the entire keg still impaled through him. But now Marge realizes, oh shit, he's still alive, and goes back to him, obviously. Screw Mo. Everybody lives happily ever after. But it just, oh, it's so squicky. Like, the idea of it, I feel like, almost is like more horrifying than anything else about that, which totally does make it fit as a Halloween special, in my opinion. Because, like, if you could evoke that kind of, like, visceral response, like, okay, you know what, you did it right. You did it right. So, honestly, I liked this one a lot, too. Not quite as much as the last one, but I do like this one a lot. I think I'd still give it a 5 out of 5. If you haven't seen this one before, it is a classic. You need to look it up and watch it. Just, you'll thank me later. But anyway, those are my thoughts on this one. So, just saying, this is definitely one of the stronger offerings of the series. So, I feel like this is around the time period where the episodes started improving again, because there was like that downward slope period that they had for a while where everybody kind of stopped really even tuning in or caring. But then it improved again, and people came back to it. So, I feel like this was, like, the last one and this one were kind of like the start of that upward swing again. But yeah, so anyway, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more, it's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, until next time, see ya.